The panels, they've been really, it's been quite fun to work with them in terms of you have different expertise, different regional backgrounds, interest, as well as a good balance of men and women in the panel.
Act in a short period of time and had to involve beneficiaries in a direct way. So in many cases it's the farmers and farming communities themselves that were benefiting from projects. The other criteria were around the technical feasibility and the scientific and technical merits.
Because a number of the proposals really look at the ecosystems level, farming systems level. So it's a number of the, or many of the proposals have very innovative approaches, quite integrated, having also working with different stakeholders is a very important and I think a very interesting aspect of many of the proposals. So there are NGOs working with governments, working with research organizations.
Which are the main challenges of the climate change that are posed by these variations of the climate to the conservation and use and the livelihoods of the farmers all over the world in all the regions, Asia, Africa, Latin America, Europe.
So our task as members of a panel of experts was to appraise the many project proposals that came in from all around the world and try to identify the very best ones and put them in a priority order for the governing body of the treaty. The quality's been very good, and it's not surprising because many the other criteria were around the technical feasibility and the scientific and technical merits. A very large number, and that was sifted and sorted down to the very best of those. The parties to the treaty can be very confident that the process was objective and transparent. We had a quite clear criteria and a quantitative scoring system, and so everyone had to apply the same rules to the same proposals. And all of the top projects were read by every expert in the panel, and I think we can have confidence that they were in fact the best ones. What came out of the process was a fairly even distribution around the world of proposals and projects. Some places have less than others, but that's maybe a result of not many submissions being made or proposals, rather than any kind of attempt to spread out the projects.
The whole panel looked and assessed, scored and ranked these proposals.
All the proposals that are on the top of the list were evaluated by all of us, so by 14 evaluators.
For Window 1, the really important thing is having a strategic action plan, how this would benefit and include farmers. And for Window 2, it's largely about, the main criteria is looking at the impact of the proposals for direct implementation, immediate implementation. Secretariat, we've all been really keeping a sharp eye on lessons learned, because there's really a lot of room for improvement, which goes when you start something new, and so the fund really needs to evolve. I think for this part, we've really learned a lot. We've spent 2 hours discussing on aspects where the next call for proposals should improve. And so we learn from the process of the first one, and I think definitely we will learn from the results, which will continuously contribute to a learning process and improving the